you get death threats and that sense of...
No, not very frequently. Mercifully, no. I only really had one death threat. It was a very long time ago. I mean, I say that was pre-internet, post-internet, and below-the-line responses and emails, and especially from far away, you get death threats, but they're clearly by idiots, and they're clearly a long way away, so it doesn't matter. The only actual death threat I had was from somebody purporting to be from the UVF, who left a message on my answer machine. This is many years ago, this is about 1991, with a strong Lancastrian accent, saying, "We're going to kill you." Which I had to laugh. I didn't laugh. It wasn't funny because it said a couple of other things which actually rather chilled me, so I did actually call the police, and they looked into it. And actually the police were rather more chilling than the phone message, because they came round, a pair of wide boys, and they sort of said, "Oh, nothing to worry about. Yeah, they don't usually do anything about it." Mind you, I'd look under your car in the morning, and that was his parting shot, which wasn't very reassuring. But mercifully, it never happened again. I should touch wood when I say this. So
that's a very chilled response. It's a very chilled response.
Of course, but it's not something you... I think our American colleagues get death threats as a matter of course, and always have, because that seems to be the tenor of American sort of public debate. Partly because American papers are not like papers here, where you get papers that appeal to a specific readership, if you like. The Guardian is considered liberal. Most of the other papers are right-wing. In the States, the papers are area-based, so they appeal to the entire gamut of people. So you tend to get read by right-wing psychos through to left-wing zealots. And there's something about the tenor of... I'm talking about the past now. I don't know if it's still the case.
But Steve, yeah. It's the... I mean, you've had it as much as I have, because I got some that were meant for you. You miserable limey asshole, why do you draw our president as a chimpanzee? It's not me, it's the other guy. You miserable limey asshole. But certainly when the Guardian first went online and our cartoons started appearing online, I would regularly get literally thousands of emails. If I did a cartoon about Bush's America, if I did a cartoon about Israel, there was one cartoon I did where I got 8,000 emails, mostly thanks to Melanie Phillips publishing my email address on her website, almost all of which said, "Fuck off, you anti-Semitic cunt." And it's not a death threat, it's not pleasant.
Oh, yeah.
It's not, I mean, and it's targeted
I meant
hatred
specific
of
death
people.
threat where they actually say they're going to kill you.
And interspersed with those, there were the occasional things, "When I catch up with you, I'm going to kill you after I've killed your children," which is not nice. But I always find it sort of curious why people respond to cartoons. I mean, they don't, well, apart from always writing "your so-called cartoon," I don't think Polly Toynbee gets "your so-called" subadverbial clause in paragraph 3. But we're always sort of saying, it's not a cartoon, you can't draw, you can't do what you're claiming to do, because that diffuses the bad magic we're engaged in. But people's responses do seem to be incredibly violent in their language. Far more violent than I suspect our print colleagues get, but Nick may disagree with me, I don't know.
There's all difference. I mean, what the net allows is instant reaction, and newspapers, Twitter, everyone panders to that because it wants the traffic. There's a difference between people pouring out bile at you and even threatening to kill you, which I've had, which you don't believe. The key thing about, to go back to where we were with Paris, is this, is that if you mock Bush or Obama and some idiots in America threaten you, you probably don't believe them. If you mock the founding myths and sacred texts of Islam, you might well believe the threats that came from you. Interesting as well, it's something we haven't thought about much in Britain, but I do think it's something that's coming up. It's the same with, you might see the same with the Hindu extreme right as well. That is bubbling away. And that's what makes the censorship. It's not that there aren't, as you say, extremists, lunatics, people you would, if they were a neighbourhood, you would move to get away from them, everywhere. it is where the censorship comes in is in, do we think these threats are credible? Are we genuinely frightened? And it's amazing watching how Britain's changed in 20 years. A little fear goes a very, very long way. It doesn't take much. It takes, one attack on a novelist and his translators, and boom, everything changes. And I fear, I'll see what Natalie thinks, I do wonder what kind of culture we're going to have after this. This isn't just one attack. This is a mass murder. It's not hyperbolic to say that. I fear, are we going to have a frightened culture with lots of no-go areas, which concedes huge amounts of ground to enormously reactionary, misogynist, homophobic, racist forces? Or are we going to fight back? And that, to me, and build something better out of it? And that, to me, is a question that's still very much up in the air.